be now.
There we go. Now it has.
There you go.
Well, not quite yet, 'cause it's on the upcoming. Right, now we are.
Right.
Shut my door.
Hello. Make sure we're live. Right, I had to go on YouTube to make sure my voice was live, but we got someone watching and we're way to go. Hello everyone, welcome to FRL on this Monday night. Bright and sunny actually, despite the gusts of wind round in my area. My name's Michael F1, your commentator tonight, and alongside me is Grumpy Chops himself, and being a little fat little nonsense tonight, eating a large Domino's pizza by himself. Large, remember that. It's Grumpy Charlie, how are you?
Too busy stuffing my face.
Don't munch on the mic, that's too inappropriate. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Don't fart on mic either. But
okay, says the one.
Yeah, because I'm an expert of doing it with a good timing. You probably let go any second because it's in your round head, like probably the size of your pizza. Hello, Stephen. Guys watching, hello, welcome to the stream. Obviously, Boy will say hello and welcome. We've got 16 drivers here at the Portuguese Grand Prix Round 8, Season 12 of F2 this evening. And it looks like they'll be cloudy in qualifying this afternoon. And this will probably be the last time we will see Portuguese circuit for a while now, because I don't think it's coming to the next year's the next game coming out just under a month's time. So yeah, this probably be a good. Hopefully, we'll have a good little send off to this Portuguese Grand Prix from tonight F2 and F1 tomorrow. But this is going to be very interesting. Is Portugal one of your favourite tracks, or are you still eating?
Well, not now.
Just shoved it in his mouth.
I'd say it's it's up there. It's not my absolute favourite, but it's probably top 5. I'd say it's a good track, but when it comes to this game, the track limits can be extremely annoying. Even though apparently there are glitches on it, but if anything, the track limits are quite strict around there. But before Geis actually starts his lap, top 3 prediction.
I think YouTube might bounce back from his last race results, so I think he will take pole, followed by Sano and then Uri. That will be my top 3 predictions. And what will be yours while we're on the subject? Uri made a little mistake, hits the sausage curbs on the exit of turn 1, which you need to try to avoid because it comes coming up to you really, really quickly. But yeah, what's your top 3 predictions as that lap is now in the bin?
My top 3 prediction is Yuri for P1. P2, let's go with Ivo, and then P3 we'll go with VIP, because I think we've doubted VIP quite a bit so far.
Yeah, I think the first person we'll see complete lap will be Evil Zook in the medium tire, because Sano ahead is not really pushing, looking at his battery, and obviously YouTube has made a mistake in turn 1. So I think Evil Zook will set the first competitive lap. But yeah, this track, I think it's really good doing one lap wonders around here, because it's quite obviously an elevation track, pretty much the roller coaster circuit on the calendar, because it just goes up and down, up and down. The only level part of the whole track is the pit straight, and I think that's the only overtaking opportunity we will get on this game. Hopefully there'll be a few surprises in store, but that is more the case going down the in the race, as Sanu sits at 20.6, as we'll see what Evil Zook can on a competitive time of a 19.5, and that is on the medium tyre. So we might see people probably hitting the high 70s, but we have to keep an eye and see if that actually happens. As Leslie in the Ferrari has gone fastest, followed by Michael Van Dungen and a few cars behind. The Haas driver Oh God, they're all dropping there. Slow down. Mercedes gone through. I think it's Stephen in P5. Now he's dropped down to P6 with Bernard in the McLaren. It's gone overall fastest with an 18.3. Okay, anyone coming out across the line? Anyone quickly? Anyone?
Rattler.
Probably Rackler. Yeah, let's go on board with him. We just see him cross the line with an 18.2. So they were compared to time as Ivo behind has pretty much started a lap as he is. Make sure you don't hit that turn one because you don't really gain too much time, I don't think. So you might have to just take pretty much the first sector as normal as you can. As Viper has gone off, but he is on an out lap. As I think Sano will be on a lap now, which he has, and now he's coming across the line. He's up in P4, medium tyres. As YouTube has improved on his scrub self softs now with a 18.1, with 2/10, we're just a tenth away from being in the 70s region. As we see a big train behind following JB, which I think he will be coming in this lap, and Leslie as well. Is that Cassidy in there? No, it's Ed Sachs, who's also probably going to be in as well. Van Nungen probably in. What about you? All right? He's coming across the line, and he's about to complete his first flying lap. The championship leader, of course, with a 17.8. Quite big jump up front of head of P2. So, very interesting. We'll need to keep an eye on Ivo, though, where he's going to be coming up to cross the line now. Probably top 5, and he is bang on in the top 3. Just a tenth behind P2 of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Yuri, because obviously he's been destroying everyone in qualifying and races usually in the past few. Don't know why, but I'm expecting him in the 116s, but barely by what I'm seeing now, maybe not. But I reckon he'll definitely get into the 117s. As for Geis, I mean, you're right. He's beginning to make that statement again, but it's not quite the pole position that you thought it would be.
Nah, well, I'm pretty sure most of the drivers will be just saying a bank lap just to see if they can beat their own time at the end of the session where the track is more hotter, that it should be more grippier where the session goes on. So we should see people improving about probably 3/10 or half a second at least. So we will have to wait and see by that, but it's very promising, probably for top 3 predictions. So it's looking good as Van Dingen has gone. I think he just jumped straight to 8th. With with 3 lap old tyres, so he's not really hanging around. Surely he should be in this lap because it'd quite be surprising if he puts another banker lap in. As we see McLaren probably coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Great camera angle. This is up to turn 1. Nope, that was Rackler. I was on board. My mistake. As I say, I think that pit lane exit is going to be a very tricky one when it comes to the race when people make their mandatory pit stops. Because obviously you're taking that corner quite fast, despite being quite slow in entry, but you're going even much slower. You're coming out of the pit exit, so there's going to be a massive speed difference between on a flying lap and an out lap on your new tyres.
Yeah, this pit lane's definitely quite the tricky one. I've had many mistakes with it myself, but I think the one, Cassidy. Having a bit of a moment there, but he managed to keep it on track. But yeah, this pit lane, obviously, how fast, because you said it yourself, how fast you obviously go once you're entering it is definitely the trick one. So won't be surprised if we have a lot of speeding penalties this race, but you never know. There could be some safety cars, but it's kind of like France. It's a bit difficult to get a safety car on this track, but it is definitely possible from what I've also seen. Cassidy goes up in the 7th.
Yeah, and we see Leslie starting his second flying lap down in 13th right now. Scar's not coming out. I don't know if he's got a quality ban or he's doing a 1 lap wonder. Well, Leslie is actually has invalidated his lap. I think he got some traffic in the first few corners. Bear in mind, I think we keep an eye on track limits on turn 1, turn 4, and turn 11 and 14. I think we're keeping an eye on 4 corners for sure. But we're definitely 1 and 4 in the comments before the race. As we see who else is on a flying lap is not Sano. He's waiting to start flying up. I believe it will be Stephen. Oh, someone goes spinning, and it is Leslie. Halfway through the lap, going up the hill towards. That's a good question. Probably turn 6. But I think it's Stephen. He's about to start his lap. Obviously, the wooden spoon on the timing sheet. Scar is yet to set a time, which he is out at the minute. And he's got some clear air to get a good lap in. What about who else is on a flyer? Who else is on fire? Oh, the Alpine. This is what I mean about the pit lane exit. And Van Dingen's coming out ahead of someone. And I think that was Evil Zook.
Oh, that's Zook.
Yeah, hopefully he hasn't lost too much time. We will see it in the sector times. He goes off again to let someone else through. Or see, it's just so awkward coming out of the pit lane, and you've got nothing else to do. But it looks like he's gone 3/10 quicker though, but lost the back end going up the hill. Look at the traffic jam in sector 2, and everyone's getting out of the way. I think there's like 6 cars fighting position here. Probably half of them are on fastest laps as well. But what about Gamer Benan, who is about to start his lap? Evil Scars, JB, is he on a lap? Yes, he is on a lap. Getting through traffic, of course. But I think the first person will be crossing the line in this little train will be O'Stephen, but he's invalidated his lap, so it'll probably be Evil Zoot now.
And he's on 5 lap old softs.
Who's on 5 lap old? So, oh yeah, O'Stephen is.
He likes to go very long on his tyre for some reason in qualifying. The Zook goes up into 9th after his improvement, but I reckon he can definitely find at least another 2/10 because of everything that happened in Sector 1, obviously, with the... I think it was Van Dongen, was it?
Yeah, I think it was, and then obviously there was another car as well, the Alpine, I think, who I think he was on a flying lap. He got hauled up by the Red Bull coming out of the pit at the same time. I'm not too sure by that what I could see anyway, but it just shows that it's just going to be so awkward when whoever comes out of that pit lane. As we see JB, who is on a lap. Actually, no, let's look at the person who hasn't set a lap yet. Was Scar coming through the last sector. And a nice clean air. 7 people watching. Thank you for tuning in and watching while you're racing or watching or eating your pizza. Oh no, in the 17.6 it goes banana. In P1 2/10 quicker than Uri in the Red Bull. YouTube is still holding up in 3rd, but JB up into 4th. Well, which I think he might be still on that, but he got hauled up by an Alfa Romeo, I believe. I don't think he lost too much time. Let's just see. I don't know where the detection point for the sector 2 is, but hopefully he hasn't lost too much time. He still looks like he's going for it. Looks like the house has got really good pace around this track, the both drivers, by where they are. They're both in the top 10 as JB comes in, so he must have got holded up on his flyer. As Uri responds, but only just though, like 0.003 of a second ahead. Obviously, 4 drivers now are in the 17s, quite close to each other, only like 2 or 3 tenths apart. The top 4. As we look along, I think Banan is coming in. What about his teammate though? Could be next across the line. I'm not too
sure. VIP.
Yeah, looks like he's on a spin out, but I think. Oh, and it was right at the end of the lap as well.
Yeah.
Which he can get another run in, but yeah, he's going to come in and get a new fresh tyres in, and obviously charge that battery as well. But who's coming across the line now? It looks like it's Cassidy who is starting his lap. Yeah, so it must be the McLaren of Ivo.
He's already done his lap.
Yep, he's definitely coming in. What about YouTube though? Right behind him. He's done as well. Anyone else on a lap? Please tell me, because I don't want to see people go in the pits. Yeah, O'Stephen is definitely on a lap. He's about to get his lap. Well, this is good timing, isn't it? I think Red Bull.
Coming in.
Yeah. Rackler. He's about to start a lap. Van Dungen, is he about to start a lap? Yes, he is. Before well, he invalidated his lap. Hopefully, he can still keep it. He might do.
No,
Let's
he's
just come.
coming.
No, he's coming in as well. Come on, guys.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ.
Are you camera shy? It's all right. You don't. You've been here before. What about Ball Boy, the one lap wanderer? Is he about to start?
No,
He's about to start his lap as well.
He's
Right, do you know what?
Right.
Where's your? Can I have a slice of your pizza while I'm waiting for someone to start their lap?
Already ate it.
Oh, you already ate it.
Yeah.
The big boy. I was going to say something else, but I can't
Shut
see it on
up.
the street. Sorry, it's in your round. Imagine a large pizza. That's Charlie's face. As we.
What?
So he can't explain himself. He's too shy. As I think Stephen. As we're talking about pizzas, I think Stephen's about to complete his lap. Actually, no, it's Cassidy. Finally, 2 minutes later, we've got someone to complete the lap, and Cassidy goes to P5. He weaves to the right to celebrate, I believe, to the pit wall there. He's got P5. Well done for him. Yeah, and I think this will be his last run. He's derated his battery all the way to the line, and he P13. Not good for the Mercedes there. And Mercedes, both of them, are probably going to be out. Ball Boy has invalidated his lap. He's got time to get another lap in, if he's got the tyre life, of course.
And the fuel.
Oh yeah, is he flashing? No, he's not flashing, so he should be okay to get another lap in. But now we're seeing pretty much the field coming back out again. I think Ed Zax, who is starting a lap, what about Banan? He's about to start his lap. Might get a tow from Ball Boy ahead. I don't know how. I think the slipstream's not too powerful around this track, because I know you can quite follow them when you're right behind them, but I'm not sure about a very long way away. 8 people watching the stream. Thank you for watching for FRL F2 this evening around the Portugal Grand Prix. A little reminder, this could be the last time we will see this track for a while, as we do see Ball Boy still continuing his lap, probably giving Banan behind a little bit of a tow, so we'll see if he improves his lap, probably get pole in the meantime. What about O'Steven? I think he will be coming into the pits yet, and I think that's qualifying done. Current's dropped for him. What about, it looks like now for Mayo.
That's Cassidy.
Yeah, I think he's about to come in this lap, but what about his teammate? I think I think he started a lap. Unless he...
Yeah, he messed up, and then he's going to start another one.
Okay, as O'Steven retires. As Rackler is coming out in front of his teammate. Oh, just behind his teammate. Cassidy retires in the pits, P5 for him. Van Dungen, who looks like he could be on a lap. Scar is about to start his lap. VIP Gamer, though, he's gone purple in the middle sector. Down in 9th. He hasn't really performed much since Monaco, as Banana's gone faster, 2 tenths quicker, so I think that tow did help him. But I think VIP Gamer is going to go even faster, and he's getting a tow by... Yeah, that is Zoot. And I think they could be in a party together, and he's only P3, matching his teammate. He's gone faster as well in the last sector as well. So he must have made a little bit of a mistake in the first sector. Evil Zoot, what about, you alright? He's about to start his lap. Yeah, don't have to watch too much of him, because he says I'm not the best commentator, so he won't be getting too much screen time. But I think whoever's coming across, I think it could be one of the Aston Martins, which will be Michael Van Dungen, down in 15th place. He needs to get this lap all together. He might make time to get another lap if he's lucky. He's only in P9, but he might get a tow to Rackler near the end of the lap.
About to start one, I think. Who just improved there? Because I didn't actually see it.
I think it could be Ed Sachs, but only in P11. But yeah, Rackler might be a one to watch, because he will probably get a tow from his teammate. What about Scar down in P12 still? Doesn't improve. What about Ivo? He's stuck in P4. Gamer, Banan, he's going to stay P1 for now.
Leslie.
But you're alright. Leslie going to come across the line. We will see what he does. We'll see what time he does.
Stays in last.
Stays in last, unfortunately for him. Evil Zook, I think he proved a little bit in 9th as well. Dropped Michael Van Dungen down. I think JB just came to the pits, but let's look at Uri. Look at YouTube, only at P4, but does Uri get pole position? No, he doesn't. He's a 10th off pole. He's down in second. And what
Oh,
about Sano as he crosses into the wall? And he doesn't even cross the finish line, which is quite embarrassing.
Ball Boy's just in another
Oh,
planet. Look
yeah,
where he's
yeah.
at.
I wish I can, but the camera.
Ball with him.
So the camera.
Dice goes 4.
Yeah, this goes forth. The camera angle just lost Ball Boy, and he just stuck to the racing line and just suddenly just crawled onto the grass and where he was. Oh man!
Stephen not happy. P14 and P15 go Mercedes angry face.
Yeah, Steven, you gotta love it, especially you got a teammate who likes to make his own way around the track. Down in 14, 15, so unfortunate for Mercedes there. But Haas has done well in midfield, but obviously the normal, like in real life, URI and VIP game in P2, P3. But McLaren on top for qualifying, which is a game of Banan with a 17.4, which is a great time for him. Quite good for McLaren as well. So you might see it, hopefully, I think it was the same as last week. We might see a Red Bull McLaren battle. Yeah, teal. Yeah, you can't see Crofty, I don't think. Just if you're looking for a fat guy, he's not there. He's here in cutting the comms box. So we see have 15 people watching after that comment. So thank you for joining. I hope you're enjoying your evening.
Wow.
And this is your comment. No regrets. Game of Banan is your pole position for McLaren. Quite a tight spot actually with a 17.4. Followed by Uri, the World Championship leader. Followed by VIP Gamer is your top 3, followed by YouTuber Ivo, Cassidy, Rackler, JB, Cerno, and Evil Zook is your top 10, followed by just less than 7/10.
Well, at least we got one of our predictions right. You said Yuri second, I said VIP first, not first, third.
Yeah, as it's all right, T-Hawk. It's all right. You should have heard him earlier when he said, "I'm eating my pizza." Yeah, he was munching on the mic as well. Disgusting.
I was not munching on the mic.
Yeah, you were. You forgot to mute. But yeah, that's your qualifying predictions. Obviously, that is only quality though. You don't get points for quality. You do get points in the race though. So for your top 3 predictions, obviously you got one each on qualifying. Now I want pizza. That's all right. Well, if you want a pizza, go and get one. It's fine. Just make sure it's small.
Look at the Mercedes. Well, look at all the pit crew even.
Yeah. Look at all of them. Dude. They got the.
They all heard pizza.
Yeah, I think that's T-Hawk waiting for pizza going across. They're waiting for the burger van pretty much coming past the pit lane. A little bit too early. Unless they have burger vans down in Portugal. Who knows? If not, they're probably around Charlie's office. With 10 people watching still. With a cappuccino on the side. Yeah, here we go. Here we go for the race now. With mediums to hards prediction for 1 stop. And obviously medium for hards for 2. So it could be very interesting. As I get the leaderboard up and running properly, what's your top 3 predictions?
Well, it definitely won't be Zook as he spun it off the line.
Evil Zook, let's have a look. Yep, probably doing maybe his own detour like Ball Boy did in qualifying, probably taking his own little racetrack. So hopefully he won't do too much damage to the track, I don't think. But yeah, as we look, everyone's on mediums apart from Sano down in 9th. He's literally. Oh yeah, he is on hard. But yeah, pretty much. What you call it in the sandwich, the filling in the sandwich for Sano. I only said that because we had a little discussion in the comments section on Discord, and I think people thought I was being very serious when I say play nice, and they were just, yeah, we are. Don't panic. I was like, oh no, I'm not the one panicking. It's John. I'm not the one racing. It's all right. As Cassidy disqualifies. Okay, that's awkward. Especially he's the only one on the grid. So, yeah, unfortunate for him. So he will have cold tyres. But yeah, now we're coming to the end. What's your top three?
Euro P1, Gamer P2, VIP P3. Actually, no. Guys P3.
I'm gonna have a shot at that. I think Ivo might come through to win it, with YouTube second and Gamer Banan third. So I think McLaren might have a very good race car.
Right, what do you think is going to happen with Yuri considering he's not in your top 10? Not top 10, top 3?
I don't care.
You two really have it out for each other, don't you?
No. We're good friends. As we see the lights go out across us for the final time in F2 at Portugal, lights out, and the very good camera angle. I don't know who's got a very good start. As
Gamer
everyone's.
has dice.
Yep, YouTubers like that. Cassie's up there at the P4. Oh! And who's that? That's Viper.
VIP
An evil zoo.
VIP absolutely turned into JB into turn 1. He had a horrendous start and got caught up in an incident.
But look at Sano in the soft tyres up to P5, battling with Ivo.
Here comes Rackler down the inside. Is he going to make it 2 for 1?
Oh, no, sandwich! Oh, and they still managed to survive. Hopefully they haven't got any damage, especially to Sano, who's right in the middle.
Oh, this is going well between Ivo and Neil Sano.
Yeah, look at the Mercedes behind of Rackler going past the inside of Evil Zoot. As you see, Bullboy moved up to the top 10 halfway. Oh, as Rackler goes wide, still trying to get past Ed Sachs. And he gets the move done, but Sano and Ivo are still battling for P5. They're still going on, doing the switch back, but not anymore. Well, that was eventful, but we do have a little unfortunate winner, which is Evil Zoo, and obviously Viper as well. I think he got caught out by surprise by Cassidy braking so much, because he did hug the inside line in turn 1, as Gamer has gone first of all, obviously, but he's getting very close by the Red Bull and the Williams behind. Cassidy in 4th, Sano in 5th, Ivo in 6th, Rackler in 7th.
Spawn.
No!
You jinxed him!
I didn't really jinx him, I just said what position he was. I think he just hit the sausage curve, unfortunately. He's down in P15 as Iwazuka's pitted. I'm guessing he's going to go on the hard tyres. Is that the hard? Yeah, he must. Okay. Yeah, he's gone for softs. So he must think they might go quite long then if he's putting those on quite early. But Sano is now the man in 4th position after lap 1. Started 9th, of course, but he isn't the only guy on the soft tyres in the top 10, of course. As he is holding up probably a little bit of a train. Rackler is under pressure in. As VIP Gamer is trying to make his way through the field in that Red Bull. Looks like he doesn't have any damage by the pace he's got, obviously up into 11th, hunting down Scott next, 1.6 seconds ahead. But Scar is trying to make lines of him, as always it's Sano on the soft tyres, probably let them too much coming onto the pit straight. As Gamer's gone fast of all, followed by YouTuber though, as Ivo in P4. But he's getting hunted down by Rackler though. Supposedly he didn't get fastest lap. But he's holding on just for now. Probably try and hold on for DRS and try and save your tyres. Hopefully you get an overcut when it comes to the pit stops, because you can follow really closely around here. But not very much a place to overtake, especially the crest over there, which is pretty much a blind crest, especially when you got like probably the tailwind coming over that hill to unsettle the car. I think Ballboy, I know Steven Scar, I think I'm good racer on it. From David. Well, Ballboy's up to P8 after the commotions on lap 1 from P13, 14. Oh, Steven is still staying put, but he is on the hard tyres though, so we need to watch out for him later on. The field itself is starting to spread out, apart from probably the top 8. Well, when I say top out, the top 3 have got away slightly. So for P4, P10 is the battle to watch out for. Great helicopter angle when the cars go up the hill and then slowly down the hill again. As we head on to the pitch straight, as YouTuber is setting the pace. Would he get You're right in the turn one? No, he can't because he's got DRS also. So it looks like it's settling down at the minute, only on lap 4 to go. Speaking of probably settling down, Sano is trying to recover on those ruined softs. He's doing quite well, but he's got O'Steven to get past now. On the hards, he's going to go right round the outside probably. Steady on the power, which you have to do, and he's got the job done. And Cassidy might take advantage of that. No, O'Steven's trying to fight back, but he can't. He hasn't got the grip at the minute. Oh, but O'Steven's got damage though. He's got damage on his front wing as well, O'Steven. So he hasn't got the. So he's not going to have the grip to fight under braking. So he's going to have to just carry on. Hopefully there'll be a safety car at the end of the race, which is, I believe, that's why he's just going to carry on. But the top three, line to stern, McLaren, Red Bull and Williams. I think they're just settling down. They all got very good battery as well, the top three. But hopefully they won't be fighting too much. I'm just concerned they're this close together. Are they going to go like 3 wide maybe to turn 1? Who knows? But I don't think... Well, I'm keeping an eye on the top 3. There's nothing happening there. But yeah, here comes Rackler. Rackler's gone fast as a vault, saving tyres, saving battery. Well, I say saving battery, he's down 8%. But now would he have the grip to pull away from either? We'll have to wait and see. They're both on similar battery. So we will have to see can Rackler pull away and probably challenge the top 3.
Go for the move for the lead.
Oh, dive on the inside of the second DRS straight. Don't think he's going to get the move done. No, he's not. He's going to hold on for another lap or so. But watch out for the Williams though. He's just sitting there waiting. Probably the best position to be in. As a game of bananas had a little bit of a wobble up the hill, but he still managed to hold it. But yeah, I think YouTube is in the best position right now to probably snatch the lead out of these two if you're being picky. Pretty much just watching out if there's any incidents up ahead.
All VIP and VIP was going to try go for the overtake thing, but I think
YouTuber just had a little tank slap of the back of these guys, but hopefully that wouldn't be too bad because he might have a very good run on these guys. As Yorai had to back out. So let's say I think Yorai might get the position here. That he's very close together, using overtake as well.
Gamers using battery as well though. Are they going to risk it going side by side in the turn 1? Yuri attempted to back out of it, but they make it through. Rackler gets the penalty.
You see Viper make a move on Scar on the... as the McLaren lost the... Yeah, he lost the back in there and he's compromised his exit now. He's got DRS to help him, thankfully. But yeah, that's a massive loss again. Hopefully you can stick with the Red Bull. You should be able to do around this track. It's not very difficult, but it depends how good your tyre is. But yeah, as we did see on the leaderboard next to us on our left, Viper has moved up into 9th ahead of Scar, probably up into turn 1. But yeah, Viper's making a very good recovery after the spin in turn 1. I think it will go down as a racing incident for sure, as we have seen Leslie about half a lap ago got himself a penalty down in 12th, which is not ideal. Getting chased by Sano, and Cass is not too far behind either after their spins. Still coping well there. No, Stephen did make a pit stop as we see. Who's that? That's Rackler. Not really the first time this season he has spun in a crucial position, and now he's lost it pretty much on the fast part of the section as well. Down in 10th. He's not going to lose any more positions. Gets DRS though. But so does Scar and VIP Gamer, and now he's going to have to try and do all that all over again. This time facing the other Red Bull of Viper, who is up there. He's got the pace to be up there in the top 4, top 3. But Gamer is on well, but it looks like there's an undercut from the Aston of Michael van Lingen, who doesn't get the job done. But Edzak is running low on battery. Vandigan knows that, so he knows he needs to just put the pressure on him a little bit more to get that position confirmed. So it looks all pretty spread out at the back end of the field, apart from Sana putting pressure on Leslie. Still got those tyres up to working conditions. 6 laps old on softs, despite the spin earlier on as well, so he's done a very good job to keep those tyres alive, because they normally go off around about lap 6. We'll have to see what lap he comes in. But yeah, the top 3, line astern, pretty much like half a second between them. YouTube, I think he's just literally just happy to stay at the back of these 3, because he's literally, he doesn't have to fight, he doesn't have to put, as long as he's still in that DRS, he can actually just call his tyres on.
Oh, Van Dongen's been spun round.
Oh, was that a dive bomb to turn 2? It could be. But he's lost. Teammate. Oh, and his teammate, Linus Stern. And he gets the move done and lets his teammate through.
VIP has a moment, I think he just lost the position of Scar. But look at Ballboy in 6th.
Yep, Mr. Consistent. Doing a phenomenal job. He went wide for track limits, but he's okay. Still got nearly 8% of battery, and he's actually keeping up with Scar. He's actually closing up Scar. I mean Ed Sachs, but he's actually closing up on him quite a lot actually. Unless Ed Sachs had a moment behind VIP. Or was it VIP? Was he around? No, Scar was around. Either way, Ed Sachs is actually struggling for battery residues here. As he goes wide a little bit there, that'll probably be a track limit warning. Ballboy is only half a second behind. He might get the position here. If he can see the light flashing, here he comes. But I think he's too far away. He might get him on the next lap, of course.
Look out for Geist though, because he is all over that McLaren of Gamer Banan here now. And he's also got the most battery out of all of the top 3. Him and Yori looking a bit... Well, actually, no, never mind that. Geist having the most. Gamer Banan and Yori having the exact same battery.
Well, yeah, because I think the top 2 are trying to get in the lead of each other, and he's just sitting behind, just watching, really, waiting for the opportunity to bounce. So I think he will be the last one to pit out of these 3 to do the overcut, unless he's going to... Oh, this is Evil Zook. As he comes into the pits now, I think he lost some tyre life at the rear. As he comes into the pits, it looks like he's going to still carry on, so good for him. Sano, by the way, is still hanging on there with lap 8 all tyres, and he did spin before, so they are hurting a little bit more than normal. So he's doing pretty well. I think he can, if he didn't have that spin, he'd probably go a little bit longer.
And it's going to get even worse for Zook here now, as he is going to get lapped. He's going to have to get out of the way of all 3 of these drivers now, which he doesn't necessarily seem to be doing, but now he has. But not a great day for Zook, because that's pretty much his race over for him, because obviously he can't unlap himself during safety cars or anything, so he's just going to have to hope that there's a lot of DNFs.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that on the new F1 game. Comes out very soon, about earliest access 12th of June, and the original time 15th of June?
The original was 16th of June.
16th of June, that's it.
Early access, I believe, is 13th of June.
Yeah, 13th of June, yeah. So it'll be literally coming out as soon as we're wrapped up on this game in F1, I believe, in Saudi Arabia. But that is then, this is now. And it's quite very consistent to the top half of the field, probably up to P7, of course. Obviously, Evil Zook is VIP. Sorry, is still recovering well actually. Obviously, had a little bit of moment about 2 laps ago, but now he's in a bit of a train now, because there's like 3 guys ahead of him, and they all got DRS. But Scott goes a little bit wide though, so he's compromised his exit. He's got no battery left, as I think VIP is going to hold on around the outside of Scars. He's not going to let this go.
They make contact again.
Oh, they made contact.
They make contact again. And here comes Crackler.
Yeah, he made 2 out of 1, but he's done the switch back, the Red Bull driver, and I'm not too sure who's at fault. I think that could just be a racing incident. My fault. I think Sky should have backed out.
Crackler
But he's
again.
coming back again. He's not giving up.
He has to concede.
Yeah, he's got to concede, and Sky is dropping down the order. Hold round the outside. It's brilliant hold off from around the outside by Scar there. But yeah, unfortunate for him, but that could be just a racing incident. And that is Sana, I think, on fresh softs. Fresh medium, sorry. Yeah, he's lost it again. He took the second curve, which I don't know why he did. But that's lap 11, so you can do lap 10 on softs. Probably an extra lap if he didn't have that spin the first lap. So probably lap 11 is the...
I think Guy's going to make the move for second place, so now I think he's using the battery. He's absolutely draining it. He has fantastic straight line speed. He's got it done before even getting into turn 1, now up in the second.
He's playing this really, really smart as well. Obviously hanging off these two in P3, but now the gap is spreading out a little bit between the top two, so he's took advantage of that, and he's actually making this little strategy count. But is he going to get Uri into turn 1 exactly, or is he going to hang back? We have to wait and see. But Uri has got more battery at the minute, surprisingly, despite staying in the lead for quite long.
Gabriel Banan's gone outside a second. I think he's struggling now on those mediums. I think we're expecting medium runners to pit around lap 14 to 17. So clearly he's already struggling on those mediums enough as it is, because he's lost the second. Ivo has actually left the session. Oh
no, hopefully he can come back. He should be okay if he comes straight back in. He was still holding to his 4th place position for about a lap. But he needs to join in really quickly, because he's got not 1, not 2, but quite a few cars hunting him down, knowing he's going to ghost. And it looks like Sano has lost it again on the last corner coming in the pit straight. As YouTuber has set the new fastest lap with a 21 dead. He's using the life of those tyres dramatically, as Gamer has now pitted though. So 12 lap old mediums onto hards.
I honestly, if he was struggling that early on the mediums, because like look at Neil Sano, he went, what was it, 10 laps on his softs. If he's only able to go 12 laps on his mediums, I don't think he's going to be able to get those hards to the end, if I'm being fairly honest.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. But I do have a question though. Sano might have left the session, but he didn't retire the car, so his ghost will be out there, which he'll probably be in trouble for. Yeah, I think he will be in trouble, because I didn't see him retire, as his car is now going out the pit lane, and I'm still on board with him, so he will probably get penalised for that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see of what the actual tyre life of the mediums will be. Obviously, 12 laps on the mediums from Banan.
Ivo's yet to get back in still.
Oh, and he's dropping down. He's going to be probably dropping down. He's going to be dropping down to 7th at this rate.
I don't think Neil Sano actually meant to leave. That's actually a disconnection from him, I think, because in the Discord he said very nice, so I don't think he actually meant to leave. That must have been a disconnection from his end.
Well, if he is, can you try and join back, Sano, if you can?
I'll try. Oh no, I might not actually be able to invite them, so I have crossplay on.
Ed Sachs is in on his mediums, 13 laps old. Cassie's got a 5-second pit. I think he got to...
That's what we mean. With this pit lane, it's difficult.
Yeah, because it's a blind one as well when you go into the pit lane as well. Can I get an invite, Ivo?
I can't send it.
You can't send
it? No, it's because I've got crossplay on, and if I have it on, it doesn't. Like when I go to invite, it doesn't show anyone's username, so I can't invite anyone at all. Okay,
well, it looks like Sano has joined back, so thank God, to keep control of his car. But yeah, unfortunately for him, it's another bad day for the office for Alpine. But the top two though are still staying out on 13 lap, going on 14 lap old tyres.
Oh,
Well,
YouTube guy splinked and he came into the pit lane.
okay, right, this is going to be interesting. Where's Banan? He's in clear air. He's on hard tyres, though. So this is going to be quite close for them. Ball Boy has made the blink now. So we're seeing the tyre life coming into play out. So 11 lap mediums versus 14 lap old mediums. What about
I think Dice is
YouTuber?
to be ahead. Oh, he's miles in front. Look how far he is.
Yeah, but hang on. But now he's got to suffer with the hard tyres, especially in this first sector. Especially going on that blind hill. So let's see. Look at the gap difference. So it's 3.9 when he crossed the line, but now it's dropping down dramatically. And obviously, I think Uri actually watches the stream, so he's going to take a lot of info from this as well. But when he makes his pit stop, he's going to have more pressure on him to get the tyres up to the running. So it does take 2 or 3 laps to get him up to temperature. So Uri will suffer from that, but he's a Red Bull 1-2 at the minute. Not made a pit stop as Sano has spun again.
And he's about to be lapped the second time, I think.
And his steering wheel's going all over the place.
Yuri's in though. I think Yuri should have kept on going, unless he was struggling with the tyres. I reckon he should have kept on going, if I'm being fairly honest.
Well, his teammates definitely keep him going. He's doing 15 laps now, going on to lap 16 when at the end of this lap. But let's see where his teammate will be. Van Newton carries on. Let's see if he gets a 5-second 5-second penalty, but let's see.
Yuri comes out. Gamer Bonanza, that's the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, the tyres up to temperature. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, he's going to suffer. I think YouTuber's got a bit. I think YouTube's got a very good chance. His tyre's going to be very cold. You're right, and it is proving that he's going to go around the outside.
And he's absolutely done it.
And he's got DRS as well to put away, so hopefully he can.
Hawks joined.
T-Hawks joined. Do you think you can join him in a party?
I'll invite him to it. I don't know why he's joined.
I don't know, something to do. Maybe just trying to invite Ivo, I'm guessing. Because obviously I can't really leave the stream, can I?
Wait. Oh, okay. Right, I'll invite Hawk. I don't know if he's just joined to invite Ivo, or if he's actually going to join us and commentating.
Well, just send an invite.
He hasn't said anything in the comms box.
Yeah, as Sano has lost it again. I don't know if he's actually driving or not, because he's lost it majority of the time at the last corner.
Hawks joins to invite Ivo. So Ivo should get back in, but it's a bit late. It's a bit too late now, I reckon, because he's lost all of his positions. The AI is wasting his battery. He's going to be in a bit of a mess here.
Yeah, well, his AI has pitted.
I just realised Gamer's got ahead of Yuri.
Oh yeah, I think, well, he has got his temperature about 3 lap old tyres than Yuri. So his tyres might be still cold, but his tyres should be up to temperature probably at the end of this lap. As look at YouTube, he's actually pulled a 2-second gap now, despite that, and I think he might, as TLP's session, to get Ivo in. But yeah, I don't think Sano has joined at all, because he is driving really, really slowly. And I'm guessing his AI's got damaged rear wing, because he keeps spinning at the last corner, which I might have to jump on, to be honest, see if he actually spins. I mean, he has got the race leads behind.
Is that his AI?
Yeah.
Did he join back, or...?
No, I think it's his AI, and he spins again.
It must be rear wing damage.
Yeah, because look at his steer.
Yeah, look at AI, so...
Yeah, if you look at his steering, it keeps like jinking from right to left instantly.
It must have a rear wing damage then.
Yeah, it must have a big hit. I don't know who from then.
Yeah, I don't know who it'd be from, because I haven't seen him crash into a wall or anything. But here comes Rackler on VIP
Oh,
Gamer, he's ahead. But he goes off the track, so surely he will be giving that back. VIP isn't going to wait for him though. He hits him off and overtakes him back.
yep, as you see, still see the ghost of Siren spinning in the first sector. He's gone back on track now.
Rattler's going to come back at him. Late braking.
On the outside
It's
though.
too late though. Doesn't get a good enough exit.
Yeah, but Ball Boy is not far behind them. They're 2.8 seconds behind, and he is closing the gap slightly.
Yeah.
He's bringing JB with him, and obviously Reckler has got a penalty to his name. So Ball Boy is at a P7 for now, but we don't know if he might get that.
Yori's a bit slow. He's almost lost his DRS to Gamer, and this is allowing guys to absolutely run away with it. He's built 2.5 seconds now, and he's not even using any battery.
Well, he must be loving these hard tyres then. I don't, with the gap that he's got, I don't think he really needs to, because I don't think you can gain. Well, if you're on the same tyre life at least, around about that point, you can't really gain that much anyway. And obviously, with the battery is very drainable around this track, I think he's okay of doing this. Just holding battery and holding station, because yeah, he's picked up nearly a 3-second lead. Yellow flags in the third set.
Actually, no, he hasn't. No, that's Nilsana.
Yeah, pretty much like Massa in the British Grand Prix back in the day, even spinning. Is that a Ferrari? Yes, it was. I think I can't remember the name who said that line.
Ivo, he has been given the invite, but he's not rejoined, so the lobby must be glitched to the point where he's not able to get back in. So Ivo, he's been absolutely robbed from a possible podium finish, maybe.
Right, I'm gonna try and invite him in. Sorry you got to see this, but obviously it's not fair on him. But obviously I can't just stop the stream. But I sent him an invite. Obviously Sky's got a 3-second penalty now. Same with Michael Van Dungen, who's still in this trade to Ball Boy. Obviously Ball Boy has now dropped down now to 2.5 seconds. As Ivo has now he's just dropping. Rackler's set the fastest. Yeah, he's got the youngest tyres of anyone ahead of him, but he's got VIP Gamer, who's a lap younger, behind him, and obviously he's no slouch. Of course, these guys have been wheel to wheel so far, especially the last few laps. So hopefully they can just tow each other along towards Edzax. But obviously Rackler needs to think cleverly here of how this is going to happen, because he has got a penalty to his name. As you see, yellow flags in the third sector. Do you know who it is? I think it's Leo Sano. Yeah, it is. Give me $1 million.
Did you say Leo Sano?
No, because I had I don't know why I had Leo Messi in my head, because when I was thinking on Massa. Either way, Cassie makes his. Oh no, Cassie's lost his front wing.
Oh.
Probably lost over the hill probably.
I was going to say, could that possibly bring out a safety car, but I guess not.
I think that would be a corner that normally would, as YouTube has gone fast as well. And look at the gap, 4.1. He's used his battery a little bit, but still, that's a massive gap in the last few laps that he's pulled. Yes, I give up. See you next week. I'm sorry, Ivo. Well, I couldn't just stop the stream in case there was big action. So I am sorry about that. Hopefully you're okay, and hopefully you will be there next week to redeem what's just happened. So, but yeah, good luck for you next week, and unfortunately for the retirement. As I think it's really spread out. I think the only people that are very close to each other is for P6, which is Viper and Rackler for P5. Which Rackler's doing really well despite having the spin early on to stay in P5. And obviously so is Gamer as well. Yeah, so they're doing remarkably well. And I just want to go on board the Ghost of Sano here, of how he loses every time.
Even JB, he obviously got spun around by him, and VIP obviously spun around on lap 1. Then a few laps later, JB gets spun around again. even though he spun twice, he's not even that far off of the top 5 here. So JB, he's quick. He's also got a lot of back.
Evil Zook, turn one.
Oh.
I don't think he even hit the curb. I think he just put down the power too much, so he's lost it. And he's going to probably be overtaken by Cassidy coming out of the pits when he gets his tyres clean again, of course. No, Cassidy's getting out of the way of the leaders. So hopefully he can carry on. But yeah, Sano. Is Sano trying to overtake Cassidy here with Darren's front wing? No, because he's like a lap down. But yeah, 5.3 seconds between the top two. A little bit of a wiggle up the hill by the Williams, but still nicely balanced, nice control. Very dominant performance from him, especially on this second and last stint, hopefully. He's very liking the hards very much compared to the rest of the field. As Rackler and VIP, the two charging horses, are slowly catching up to Ed Zuck, so nearly in range, 1.1 seconds, now 1.2. And I think that they are all on similar batteries, so we could have a nice tasty fight for top for the P4 here. And
for P7.
Yeah, P7, and they're not too far behind each other. No, Sano. I mean, the gap between third and fourth is 1.8 seconds, and that's to Edzax. If Rackler could get past him on, hopefully on the next lap, he might maybe try and challenge for that in the closing stages, but we have to wait and see. Because at the minute, Yori's not really loving these hard tyres.
Yeah, I think ever since Yori's put on those hards, he's just not been able to have enough grip, which makes him not quick enough. I don't know. I'm surprised that he's actually fallen off pace. As who's that? Who's spun behind him? Is that Cassidy?
Oh, it looks like an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it's Cassidy.
Yeah, I think he tried to stay with the leaders, being on a lap down, but I think that could be curtains for him. At the end of this lap, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, nice. Nearly 6 seconds as well. That gap is still burning and back. Oh, it's an Aston Martin. Oh, and he joins the track quite gingerly, but he's okay. He's got no cars around him. But there is cars. I was going to say cars. It's only 2 cars because it was the ghost car of Sano. But a battle for P9 between Scar and Leslie. I think Scar should have the position down to turn 1. As Rackler gets a 3-second penalty, that's 6 in total.
I mean Leslie has 11. Oh, that's in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think that's Cassidy.
Oh, Scar gonna go for it? No, it stays behind. Leslie runs very wide.
Yeah, try and stay in track limits and set to 1 if you can, because it will be investigated after the race if there's any trouble. As Stephen is now.
Oh, look at Rattler.
Oh yeah, as Evil Zoot gets a 3-second penalty. But we are on board with Rackler, who has got like 6 seconds to his name. Let's just confirm that. Yes, he does. But he's got the gap. He's got the gap to Ballboy, Lily. Just needs to get past Edzax, and he will be holding down P7.
Something else I've just realised. Yori's caught back up the gamer.
Wow, and that's 6 tenths as well. So he's finally got those tyres in that window. But I think it could be a little bit too late for the win, obviously. But for P2, it's still on. As Rackler gets past the Edzax for P4 on track at least. So hopefully he can try and pull away from Edzax and maybe get a gap to VIP Gamer, which I think it could be his main target as Cassidy has left the session. As VIP Gamer has got a penalty. Now, this could be a very interesting battle between them two then. Obviously, Edzax is still in the fight as well because he's got no penalties. Yeah, I think the main battle at the minute is P2, as Uri is closing the gap now. They've both still got very high amount of battery as well, coming up to the latter stages of the race. But he will be still leading the championship dramatically as well as Uri, so he should be okay. But he would still want to try and push as much as he can. As he comes down the pit straight, going to turn one, even with the DRS, as O'Stephen has left the session.
Oh.
And he is ghosted as well. That could be definitely a connection issue in the lobby then, as we have seen 2 drivers done that, or 3 with Sano. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Can't what the group has. This game group is closed. Yeah, I can't invite anyone because that is closed up. It won't let me. So if someone can invite O'Stephen. So that's unfortunate for him. He's down in P13 with a laps set of softs. Set of softs actually. 7 seconds is the gap to the lead now. He's just chilling a minute on these softs, but you're right, still hanging on in there. Yellow flags in sector 3 with the gap, the ghost of Sano. And let's see if the Red Bull can get a good launch off this corner here, which is very crucial. Not going too wide down this slope here. He's holding the line very well, both of them did. But I think the Red Bull was a little bit more closer than he was a few laps ago. Here he comes. But he's not coming close enough. Stays behind. Probably he's going to wait until it matches most. Careful going wide over the turn after turn 1. But he should be okay. He's more close enough onto braking here. But I don't think he's got the traction like the McLaren does, which is just keeping him ahead for now. As it looks pretty much single file now, ever since the pit stop phase. Obviously now the IP gamer is just holding on to Edsex and Rackler. Rackler is not pulling away, unfortunately, which he needs to try and pull away now and hopefully save his battery. He has got probably the ghost of Sano ahead. Nope, that would be Evil Zook. So if he can get a tie from Evil Zook DRS wise, he might be okay. As he's actually dropped Edsex massively, 1.1 seconds now. So hopefully he can get that gap now to Viper and actually maintain probably a P5 as Evil Zook spins. Coming up to the main. No, Evil Zook did spin as well. I saw the little ghost of the little AlphaTauri there, the only AlphaTauri. Not just this race, but this season. Can I get an invite back? I did try to invite you back, Stephen, but it's not letting me. As I'll click on invite friends, and it's coming up. Can't invite players because this game group has closed. So that's.
I think it won't let him back in because if I'm correct, though, Stephen's the host. I think, and obviously, if the host's left, then I don't think anyone else can get back in.
Yeah, possibly. So yeah, unfortunately, the game won't let me invite you back, though, Stephen. So I am very, very sorry about that. Because obviously the game says it is closed. So unfortunately, you won't finish the race. I think you will finish the race where your AI finishes. Because you have done 75% of the race. So, yeah, you'll still probably get something, but unfortunately you can't get more than you want. But you've got Ball Boy up there. Hopefully he can do well. Obviously he started down the pecking order with you at the start. He's up in P7. No penalties to his name, but he needs to close down to at least 3 seconds behind Viper to get P6. Probably P5 as well with Rackler getting 6 seconds to his name. But you need to tell Ball Boy to up the pace a little bit. Be his engineer. Go on, give him some hustle like Russell, but probably not as quick. Oh, digging the ribs there. As VIP Gamer is now all over the bed. All over the bed? Okay. All over the back of Edzax. Obviously, Edzax has not got DRS anymore. He's dropping to Rattler, which Rattler needs his opportunity to pull away, which is a handful of laps to go. And that gap is slowly open up. Rattler is only halfway through what he needs to achieve to VIP Gamer, of course. But the P3, P2, I still lie understand of the McLaren still ahead of the Red Bull.
I'm questioning why Neil Sano's AI decided to come into the pit lane to put on the 10-lap-old soft tyres. Okay, what on earth is this?
20 dead. And nearly 10 seconds. As we could see a change for second place.
Oh.
As the help of the DRS on the McLaren. Stevens AI coming into plays for the McLaren. I think he might give him some 10% discount on that if he holds position.
Ivo's AI might just do the same thing in a few laps' time. And Azak gets a penalty. VIP's going for the overtake.
Is he gonna be tied? They're both using overtake. Essex always gives a little bit of a squeeze, but he should be okay. Job done.
Oh, he loses the rear.
Oh, he does, and this is playing brilliant in Rattler's hands. So he only needs a 3-second gap between these two, and he's got P4. Brilliant recovery from him compared where he started. But
I think if Rattler hadn't spun today, then he could have possibly fought for the podium.
Yeah, he could have been in there for P2. I think YouTube would have been still way ahead. Obviously, you can tell by the gap right there. Gap is 10 seconds on the dot.
Now, can Yori this time try get ahead of Gamer Banan? But Gamer Banan is draining the battery though, so it might be a bit difficult for Yori to do so.
Wow, even with, I know he's using battery, but even with DRS, he's not quick enough in a straight line.
He's about to be gifted another DRS as well, I think.
By his teammate of all people.
I don't think he will, actually.
I think he will.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. No, but it seems like Yuri is quicker in the corners, but that's it. And I think that's not the great strategy around here. As he needs to save all of his battery and probably attack on the last lap, because even if he does get past him, I think Banan is still going to be right behind him. And probably could just take that back like Nick and Candy from a baby, pretty much. Come on, straight back at you. So, because Yuri should be quicker around the middle sector, which I believe he is, but he's just in the dirty air off that McLaren. He's holding his lines beautifully well. Obviously, the gap is stationary between first and second, but I think he can take a breath as he's got 2 laps to go now, coming across the line. But it's all about for second place here in this race. The championship could be won or lost here easily. Depends what's going to happen in turn 1, which is going to be more the crucial spot.
You're already saving the battery for the final lap.
Yeah, but is he going to have enough battery? And I think Gamer Banan knows that, because he used a little bit.
Rattler, no.
Rattler's got 9 seconds now, so he has to try and extend that gap even more.
He'll still hold on to 6th, I reckon.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we are coming to the last lap, but Ball Boy, he might sneak into P5. He just needs to burn off his battery a lot now, because with 1.5 laps to go. And so Stephen comes, well, his AI comes into the pits. Probably a fast lap attempt, I'm guessing. Probably.
Nope, onto the mediums.
He's on the medium. With just pretty much 2 laps to go from his perspective. As Sano's ghost has gone off again. But here comes YouTube coming across the line to start his final lap with a 10-second advantage now. Not using the battery to go fastest lap. Michael Van Loon's got a 3-second penalty to his name.
Can Yuri?
Oh, he's much closer now, but has he
He's
got the
closer.
battery?
He might not have enough battery though.
But
He's on the back of him. I think he's used it a bit too early. He's got hope for a mistake, which Gamer, he runs a little bit wide. Yuri though, he's got to really go for it now if he wants the second place. But he's not got the battery to do it, I think, unless he gets a better exit through here. Which he can't quite do. If he's going to go for it, he's going to have to send it.
he's going to have to send it now.
He doesn't do it though.
He makes him go defensive though, so he's compromises exit speed. But no, he holds it brilliantly on the outside. I think that could be it, because this middle sector is just a fast, twisty part of the circuit. Unless you can get a good run out of the corners.
Not unless like Gamer makes a huge mistake, because obviously we were questioning if he'd get to the end on his hards, because obviously he pitted so early because he was struggling on those mediums. You never know, last minute puncture, but as it stands, YouTube guys, God, he even managed to hold on to some battery for the end. But coming around the final corner, YouTube guys, he's finally going to get that win back, and he's waiting for a while for it, 100% deserved. Can Yuri though somehow get back ahead of Gamer Banan? I don't quite think so. Gamer Banan will hold on the second and Yuri will get third. VIP makes a last minute overtake as Rackler has actually ran out of fuel. He's ran out of fuel, so he is going to lose the position to Ballboy as well.
Unbelievable. Where's his Ballboy finishing all of this? We'll find out.
Will he lose it? Will he lose it to JB as well?
He had 9 seconds.
1.
No, he doesn't.
He holds on the 7th.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Rackler. I mean, brilliant.
Leslie's out of fuel as well. Can he hold on the 10th with all those penalties?
So is Van Duggan as well.
Van Duggan ran out of fuel as well.
Yeah, and he's the last one to come across the line as well. Can he make up this hill? Yes, he can. With the amount of fuel he's got. And that's your Portugal Grand Prix this evening. Hopefully it won't be the last time, but it's the last time for now. Wow, what a race. Brilliant fight with P2, I must admit, despite not many overtakes. But yeah, brilliant result. But unfortunately, commiserations to the people that have disconnected, which is not your fault entirely, but a few people have disconnected as well. So there is a problem with the lobby and just the game in general. It's alright, not long to go, and we'll be putting this game in the bin, which I'll be happy to do. But here we go. A dominance performance by YouTube in the Williams after the second stint. A 10-second gap pretty much to the rest of the field. Followed by Game of Banana, brilliant second. Followed by Yuri, deserved podium for all of those three. Followed by VIP Gamer, great recovery. Followed by Edgex Ballboy, good coming through the pack for him. Rackler unfortunately finishing in 7th despite the fuel and the spins also. JB in P8, Scar P9, and Leslie coming back to P10, being at the back of the grid. So that was very interesting. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hopefully you have enjoyed yourself around this amazing track. Hopefully we will see it back in the future. Obviously we will for one more time as we speak, because we got F1 tomorrow. But before we talk about that, we'll get the interviews up and running, which I think it could be only Euro, because he's normally the only one joins. But
I think Guys might join.
We'll find out, as I will send the invites out.
I might be able to get one interview in, but it'd have to be a bit of a quick one. So
no, sorry. If you have to go, you have to go.
I've got a few minutes, so I'll see if we could get one in.
Okay, I might leave up to you then to maybe just do an interview, and you can just go by then. I think I forgot to add someone else in. You're the only guy that could join the buy. I did not invite.
Let me guess, Yuri.
Yeah, that's the one.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting. It's kind of what I expected, quite single file, especially in the latest part of the stage. But it was quite entertaining, despite the rest. As we see, Yuri, the third place finisher, has joined. As we just wait a few more minutes, just see if YouTube will join. Don't think Banan will, but that was a thrilling race. Despite there's no safety cars, unfortunately, didn't spice the things up, but still entertaining nonetheless. I should probably wait for the top two to arrive. Oh, so Charlie, I'm going to let you do the interview since you got something to do in a minute.
Oh, for once I'm actually going to be able to ask a few questions.
Well,
Are
after you
you
finish.
here?
Yes, hello.
Get cut off, Michael. Anyways, P3 for you. It may not have been 100% what you wanted. Obviously, you definitely could have got second. You could have won the race, but at the end, coming towards the end of the race on that final stint, what on earth happened on those hard tires? You were just an absolute sitting duck on them.
Yeah, I had a quick check after the race with a few guys in the party, and I said that, and I saw that my tire pressures, I mean, I put them minimum front and like 20.7 at the back, and it was just far too low for the hards. It was perfect for the mediums, but for the hards it was way worse. And yeah, they were just too low, and the tire temps just, I think the first 5 to 10 laps on the hards I just couldn't get them up to temp, and in the end it was too late. I mean, Gamer Banan had the chance to save as much ERS, and yeah, then it was almost mission impossible. Very close, but still, yeah, very annoyed with that part of the race.
Yeah, obviously, if you get those tire pressures wrong, you can obviously make a huge mistake with them in the race, but quite surprised that those kind of tire pressures won't be good enough, considering the temperatures can get a bit hot on this track. I mean, you still lead the championship by a fair amount of points. Obviously, Geist does close the gap by 11 points after that race, so he'll be around 30 so points, I'd say, after that race. It's Brazil next week. Do you reckon you can compete there?
I mean, of course, it's very hard with no line, and especially no assist or no ABS is not the best thing in Brazil. And also, I still have my exams next week, Monday. So yeah, I think one on Wednesday. But yeah, I don't think I have a lot of time for it, but to practice. But I hope to get another podium. I mean, if I can get a few consistent podiums in the next races, that would be very nice, and hopefully a win as well to get some more points on Gijs and the rest of the people in the championship.
Yeah, I'm sure you will be up for more points, and hopefully another win for to end off the season. Concerning you've definitely been one of the consistent drivers. You may run into an issue every so races that you have sometimes that so far season. But obviously, last week you took part in F1. You had a decent finish. If F2 drivers do get called in for F1 again, if you're taking part, how do you reckon you'll get on?
For Portugal?
Yeah.
Nah, F that shit. Nah. I have raced one time in Portugal, and that's enough. That's enough. Oh,
I
no.
blame you a lot there.
Yeah.
But Michael, any questions?
Pity mouth from the leading championship leader there. But obviously in the race, it's right, English. It's all right. Obviously, in that race, you took a little bit of a slow gear on the hard tires out of the temperature. Luckily, you made a little bit of a comeback on the McLaren, but not enough. But now we're coming up to the end stage of the championship. Is it just going to be like a caution next few races for you, or are you still going to go try and flat out as normal? Because it will be a sprint race weekend next time out in Brazil.
No, not at all. I mean, I know that Gijs is fast. Brazil, yeah, it is a difficult track, and I mean, I'm only, what is it, 40? So I think he gained 11 points, which is 38 points in 4 yeah, 4 races to go. If he gets the win every race and I make a mistake in one race, he's already very close to me. But in the last 4 races, I haven't made one mistake. Of course, 3 wins, and then after that, uh, only this race I had the mistake of pitting too early, probably also, or pitting too late to the hards, and yeah, it's not going to be easy, but I just need to focus. And why are we actually starting a race?
I don't know, it's
What?
boy.
what but it's going to be the same as all the weekends. Just try to focus on quali, and after that try to get the win or at least the podium in the race.
Well, good luck for that. Well, enjoy your podium. Obviously, it's not the one you wanted, but you still get the podium. Still up there in the championship, of course, and hopefully you can maintain that next time out in Brazil.
Thank you very much, and thank you guys for commentating.
Right. Obviously, I'll pause it there because I need to do the outro. Obviously, right. Well done for Yuri for your third place. Obviously, the top two are not going to be joining us this evening, as per usual. But thank you for F2. This will be the last time F2 will be in Portugal for now. But we'll be back here same time again tomorrow night with F1, 7 p.m. British time, the UK. Obviously, the Grumpy Charlie, hopefully he won't be eating pizza while he's racing. Have an upset stomach. But obviously, cheer him on, the Grumpy Charlie himself. And obviously, I'll probably be alongside James for the third time in a row tomorrow night. We will see if you want me there or not. Who knows? Put a thumbs up if you do, please. I need money for my family. But I hope you enjoy the race this evening. Remember, like and subscribe to the FRL Live channel, and hopefully we'll get some big numbers with that in mind. But yeah, thank you. This has been Michael F1 for F2. We'll be in Brazil next weekend for the sprint race from Brazil. And Charlie, do you want to say anything or
No.
no? And that's the outro. Goodbye. This is Michael F1, and we'll see you next week.